Hello. Today we are demonstrating the steps for installing a printed or textile wall covering with a non-woven backing. Before you begin, check the label for the correct reference and quantity. Take out the instructions that come with the wall covering and read them carefully. Open the packaging and unroll the wall covering with the design facing upwards to confirm that everything looks correct. Clean the wall thoroughly before starting. The surface must be smooth and flawless. Measure the width of the wall, then measure the width of the wall covering. This wall covering is 90 centimeters wide. Decide where you want to start. In this case, we are beginning with the second strip from the corner. Mark a point with a pencil at the width of the wall covering minus 2 centimeters. In this example, 88 centimeters. Using a spirit level or a laser, draw a straight vertical line. Now measure the height of the wall. Always allow a few extra centimeters at the top and bottom as margin for fitting. Roll up the wall covering with the non-woven side facing upwards. Measure the required length, including the extra margin, on both sides of the wall covering to ensure a straight cut. Cut the strips with a sharp wallpaper scissor. Always mark the top of each strip so you hang them in the correct direction, unless the instructions specify otherwise. Repeat this for every strip. Turn the strips with the design facing upwards so you can roll them with the non-woven side on the outside. Now it's time to apply the adhesive. Open the adhesive pail and pour it into a bucket. Place the ladder and bucket where you need them. First, use a small brush to apply adhesive at the top and bottom of the wall. Then, use a microfiber roller to cover the rest of the wall, applying adhesive slightly wider than the strip. Spread the adhesive evenly in a consistent, adequate layer. Take the first strip and check that the mark is at the top. Leave a margin at both the top and bottom. Position the strip along the vertical line on the adhesive. Press gently with your hands while rolling it out to minimize bubbles. For textile wall coverings, use a rubber roller to press gently and remove remaining bubbles. Always check the instructions to see if a spatula may be used. Press the wall covering firmly at the top and bottom. Here, you may use a spatula. Hold the snap-off cutter against the spatula and trim the excess margin. Always use a sharp blade, replacing the cutter segment for each cut. Now, paste the next section of wall. Use the small brush again for the top, bottom, and corners. Position the second strip against the first, again allowing a margin at the top and bottom. Align the edge carefully with the first strip. Then, press out bubbles with your hands. Use the rubber roller again to remove remaining bubbles and use the seam roller to press the seam. Trim the excess at the top and bottom with the spatula and cutter, and also cut away surplus in the corner. Clean any adhesive from the ceiling and skirting boards. Continue pasting the wall and position the third strip against the second. After installing 3 strips, check the result carefully. To continue on an adjacent wall, draw a new vertical line on the other side of the corner where the next strip will be placed. Cover this wall using the same method. Finish all remaining walls. Thank you for your attention, and please share your beautiful wall covering projects with us.